Hey, so as you know, a few days ago, the SSA put out a press release announcing 12 new compassionate allowances. That was around August 14th. And around August 9th, I think they came up with some it's where they report on their different compassionate allowance, a specific one, and what they're going to be looking for and how they're going to evaluate it. It's like a 1 or 2 page thing. So the one we're going to look at today is Anaplastic Ependymoma. And there's a variety of other names. Anaplastic Ependymal cancer, Anaplastic Ependymal carcinoma, Anaplastic Ependymoma cancer again. Looks like they doubled up on that one. Anaplastic tumor. Yeah, they seem a little redundant here. But anyway, and one's malignant ependymoma. So, but the big old word they're using is anaplastic ependymoma. It is a malignant tumor that forms in the central nervous system, including the brain and the spinal cord. So it's considered anaplastic. The ependymoma, it's considered anaplastic, which is the combination that makes it compassionate allowance listing, if the cells grow very quickly and are significantly unusual in shape. So the anaplastic part is the very quick cell growth and the significantly unusual shape. They say the symptoms are very varied and it depends on the age of the person and the size and the location of the tumor. It's very aggressive and it's even classified by the World Health Organization. Now, I understand we might not have a lot of faith in them, but maybe in this arena we can. It's classified as a grade 3 CNS, central nervous system cancer. So, all right. So the way it's diagnosed is through MRI or CT scan, tissue biopsy, and or removal of the tumor itself. And symptoms of it may include, now I'm sure this is not all-encompassing is my guess, but this is the ones that they list. So they're probably the most common: headaches, nausea, vision changes, seizures, and changes in mood or personality. It can be in children. It can occur at any age, children to adult. When it's in children, it's usually in the brain, intracranial, they call that. And when it's with adults, it's usually found in the spinal cord. They don't know the cause. Let's see. The prognosis, sadly, is poor. And that's not unusual with compassionate allowances. The relative 5-year survival rate for ependymoma is about 60%, but many factors can affect the prognosis, which includes the type of the tumor that it is, as well as the person's age and health when diagnosed and how they respond to treatment. The treatment of anaplastic ependymoma, they say, is surgical, if the tumor is localized and can be removed. But I think there are times when it can't be removed because of where it is. It's going to do too much other damage by removing it, maybe to the brain, for instance. The listings that it meets will be 13.13A2 and 113.13B. And I'm going to double check to see that that's not a typo, because that seems a little interesting. And by the way, one's response to treatment is not necessary to meet the listing. So it's not like you have to have failed to respond properly and go through all this treatment first and find out if you're responding positively. Doesn't matter. And that's really an important factor because that can be different amongst other impairments that the SSA recognizes. So keep that in mind. And again, they remind us that the adjudicators may, at their discretion, use the medical evidence of record, that's everything that's sent in, or the listing suggested to evaluate the claim. However, the decision to allow or deny the claim rests with the adjudicator. Don't really know what that means because I don't know how much the adjudicators really have too much control. But anyway, that's what they say. And just a reminder too, if you have one of these compassionate allowances, including this one. You still have to provide the medical information that would be in a disability report or in the online application so that the SSA knows where to order all those records, because you're not going to be able to win without the medical records saying that this is diagnosed and diagnosed according to the acceptable ways that it's diagnosed. So it can't just be a doctor saying, she's complaining about this, this, and this. I think she has anaplastic, ependymoma. That's not gonna happen. It's gonna have to be through all these technical ways of getting it diagnosed, but then the case can go a lot faster. So don't ever delay in filing if you know you've already been diagnosed, and then they'll do the weeding for you, but it'll be a much faster result, and maybe you'll get some of the help you need with yourself or a loved one. All right, so that is that one, guys. We'll go through the rest of them. There's 10 more to go through, so we'll hit them up. Okay, chat with you later. Bye.